Hi there, BattleTech MechWarrior fans. Welcome back to another video. I thought I'd just do a quick update kind of video. A few people have been talking about the new rules that are coming out this summer, summer of 2026, and I think uh, I think the rules overall are fab. They're a great change of refreshing, not refreshing the game because the core game stays the same. It's still BattleTech. It's still like rolling to hit, locations, criticals, and you're blowing things up. Generally, everything stays the same. Nothing really changes much. Just a few finesses and tweaks. It's just a user interface change, I'd call it. Just touching things up, moving things about a bit. The so I think yes, it's great. It's a good way for CGL to not revitalize things, but get people talking about rules that they don't normally even use or would consider using. Um, I'm not convinced that trying to show a new player all the rules is a great way of introducing them to the game. That's a separate subject. Because I think the new core beginner box does go into other things, whereas in the past, all you had to, it didn't worry about the internal structure and internal parts and stuff like that. It was like you like blow through the armor, and that was it. You won the game. It's a nice, quick intro game, and that's what you need to do to make it fun. And then once you've done the demo, you turn around and go, and like this, when you play it, when we've got more time, you can go through this internal structure and you are critting things and disabling things and stuff like that. Amazing. You can sell a game by enthusiasm. All right, I firmly believe that. Just got to make sure that it's all exciting and you're not bogged down in the nitty gritty, because sometimes throwing too many rules at a new person, it becomes overwhelming, and they're thinking, oh no, this game's way too complicated. What do they have to do there? So after I got through the armor, I had to do what? How do you know that's a critical? What did you roll? What table do you have to look at? It's just keep it fun and simple for new players. Okay. Having said that, I do have some issues with some of the rules. Not all of them, just a couple. And some of my players have also mentioned that they're not happy with some things. But look, the way I see it is people play BattleTech the way they want to play BattleTech. Nobody tells anybody how to play their game, okay? Some people will go, right, that's it, I play by the rules, the new rules, and that's the only thing. There's going to be optional rules, which is going to be great. And I'm hoping that some of the things that people are not happy about, they make them as optional rules. So the first one is going to be you can't dump ammo before the game or something along those lines. Please just make that optional if you want. If let players do it. In my area where I'm playing, people have complained about it, and I've just said, you know what? If that rocks your boat, yeah, fine, we'll keep it. So yes, you can discard your ammo before the game starts. You can't do it during the game. I'm going to let them do it during the game. If you want to dump your ammo, just do it. Absolutely fine. That's one of the things. I hope they keep that optional. Please, CGL, just keep those things optional. The second one, and I think this is really a key thing for me, and I don't care whether they keep it in the game or not, but I hope they do it, because I think this is one of the things where the game adds more of a threat, risk, reward, fun factor. So when you're playing in the game, and I'm talking about seatbelt checks. And what seatbelt checks do is that for every time you tumble over, you make a point skill roll based on all the modifiers to see if you take any extra damage to your mech warrior, which then forces or can force a consciousness roll. In the BattleTech game for Hairbrain Schemes, and by the way, I played BattleTech before this. I used to play in the 80s. Okay, that was a legit way of getting salvage, of knocking your opponent's mech down repeatedly, so that the mech warrior would go unconscious, so you can get that salvage. Loved it, absolutely brilliant. That was just fantastic. And then sometimes when the enemy were doing it back to you, you were like, shoot, I need to move my guy back away so somebody else is taking the fire. It added a tactical dimension that was so good. And it also adds another way of taking down a mech. And I think in BattleTech, that's the beauty of it, that you can take out a mech from engine hits, destroying its gyros, destroying the cockpit, knocking out the mech warrior. You're just removing another way of downing a mech. And I think that's really sad for the game to lose that element. And not just that, when people are taking like 3 mech warrior hits, they're struggling. Like, and that's the whole thing about being in war and your mech warrior's taking damage, but your mech's also taking damage. You got to survive, and oh my god, another hit here. Oh my god, am I gonna make this conscious roll? Shoot, damn, we got to protect this guy because he's gonna. It's all of those things that like give that immersion for this game. I think that's so important, and I wouldn't want to see it lose it. And yes, the mech warrior will still take damage from ammo explosion when they normally fall over, but you're making it much harder for the mech warrior to take damage because you're removing all the modifiers for that PS roll, and that PS roll just becomes, why am I even making it if I only need 5s? Because my main pilot skill is 5. Like, what's the point? It's so low, it's not worth it. Just anyway. I hope they don't remove it. I hope they keep it as optional. Regardless, it doesn't phase me in the least because I will still keep it in our games because I think it's a key aspect of the game, which for me is a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about. Is having that fun. So, just a short video. I am looking forward to the new box sets, even though they're based in the Ill Clan era, which I'm not too fussed about. I don't really care. I don't have a stake in it or not. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope they bring out 2-player classic BattleTech, maybe Alpha Strike, but 2-player Lance on Lance, Star versus Star faction box set. Please do that. That's a great way of getting people in to the game. It's how other games do it. Please do it. Anyway, that's my plea done. Sorry for my rambling. Let me know what you think, though. What are the rules that you want Catalyst to keep in the game or keep as optional? Let us know in the comments down below. I read all of them. I value feedback. I like to see what's going on in the community, so I can then put those rules to my players in our campaigns and games that we play or not. Everybody plays differently. So anyway, happy hunting. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.